Welcome back to another episode of the CG Sitdown. I'm Preston Minson.
My name's Garrett Maltby.
I'm Ryder Nordstrom.
And our special guest today is
Brad Willems.
How you doing today, Brad?
Good. How are you?
Willems. Oh, pretty good. He is the head girls basketball coach today and this year at the Canton-Galva High School.
He was last year too.
No, he was.
2022.
Wait, yeah, 2020. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come on, Swiss.
He
And
also was assistant for high school and junior high football teams. He helped out a lot with those too. So he's kind of new here to the school, so we're going to talk to him a little bit and maybe get to know him a little better, not just for us, but you guys that want to watch too. So we'll start us off. Where'd you come from before you were here at Canton-Galva?
So originally I'm from Inman, Kansas. Went to college at Bethany College in Lindsborg. Met my wife there. We lived there till '07. Moved out to Colorado for a year and a half. We ended up in Oakley and lived there till 19. And the last 3 years I was coaching at Sharon Springs.
Cool. And then what brought you here to Canton-Galva?
Well, my parents have been on me for probably, 5-10 years. They still live in Hutch.
Okay.
And they'd been driving, obviously, to see grandkids play, and so they've been after us to move. My oldest daughter was already living back here, and Jake was going to go to school in Salina, so we kind of thought maybe now's the time.
Yeah.
Didn't really set on Canton-Galva. Larry O'Connor was already here, a big fan of his, and been a huge fan of Tyler O'Connor's for a long time, talking back and forth as football coaches. And, quietly followed you guys in football for many years. So it just kind of all worked out.
So how do you know Coach O?
He actually is the one that hired me at Sharon Springs. He was my AD out there. And then when he moved here, I actually took over the athletic director for him for 2 years after he left. So I graduated high school in 1991, and I played football at Bethany in 94 and 95.
So what'd you do in Lynchburg for however many years that is?
I've been in insurance since 1999.
So you like it?
I guess my biggest thing, I don't know that I'm a very good salesman. I just like people.
Yeah, fair enough.
I like building relationships, and I truly believe that, if you talk to someone long enough and you listen to what they're saying, they're going to tell you what they want.
Yeah.
Whether it's a house, a car, a relationship. It doesn't matter. If you talk to someone and actually listen to them and build a relationship, you're going to get out of them whatever you want.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
moving on to just like the Canton-Galva aspects and everything. You've been here for probably around 7 months or something around there.
Yep.
So far, what do you like about Canton-Galva?
When we moved back, we really didn't look just at Canton-Galva.
Right.
We knew we were going to live in the McPherson area. I actually had it narrowed down to 3 schools. When we moved to Sharon, it was all about me. I was moving there to coach. When we moved back here, I was going to make sure I chose the right school because I got Claire as a 7th grader, and I wasn't going to move her again, so I wanted to make sure I chose the right school. And, I really like the school. Now, I'm not talking athletics now. I'm talking the school.
Mm-hmm.
I love the facilities. I'm a fan of Coach Vincent's. We actually competed against each other out west. So that was a big plus for me. And then obviously the O'Connors. I'm a big fan of the O'Connors.
So dang near seemed like all arrows were pointing here.
Pointing here.
almost. So other than that, anything really, made this school stand out and be like, that's.
Well, the president of the board, Eric Nordstrom, and me, we kind of go back. We played against each other in high school, and we talk quite a bit. Actually, haven't talked for a long time, but we're the same age. So, just I guess the vision of where they wanted to go.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You like the way that the school is headed in and
Yes.
kind of the future of it.
I don't see them standing still. I see them not just teachers, coaches. I see them wanting to get better every day. That's all you ask of kids if you're coaching them or teaching them. So the teachers and the administration wants to get better every day. That's what I'm looking at.
There's definitely been a lot of change
Yep.
this year when it came to the school with Mr. Vincent coming in and just something about this year. I think it was the first one that we really kind of fully gotten away from, like COVID and all that. So it's
Yeah.
a lot was changing. A lot of some new teachers came in and some new coaches,
New students.
new students. So there's definitely a lot of change going on. It's definitely going in a good direction. So I completely agree with that.
Yeah, so going on into the season you're in right now, how's basketball season been kicked off?
My expectations, so when Coach O talked to me about it and I watched film, my expectations were very, very low because I watched film of their games last year and I think they won 3 games. Kind of had some trouble with, Coach Hoppish ended up having to come in and coach them at Christmas. So going off just what I saw on film, I was very low expectations. But then I met the girls and we got together this summer. And I don't know that I ever put a win-loss on it, but I told people, man, if we play hard and compete, we're going to play with people. And the girls, do they do everything right all the time? No, but, man, they are playing hard, and they get after it every day. And we're getting better every day, and that's all I can ask of them. So I feel we're getting better, and we compete.
Yeah.
And I think people don't like playing against us.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I like when opponents don't like playing against
Oh, yeah.
us. So
I think they don't like playing against you because, in the past, maybe we haven't had the best reputation when it comes to girls basketball and probably basketball in general.
Yeah.
But I think now that you guys are definitely, messing around with some people and you guys are scrappy, I
Right.
think that's what makes people scared to lose against you. So that's why I think they don't. But you guys have the ability to dang near beat any team in the state. So
we're getting better every day. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
So
And you guys kind of have like a young team besides like Lily, Mimi, Brecken,
Yeah.
and Sage. You have like 6, 7 freshmen.
so we have 4 seniors, which I wish I could have coached them for 4 years.
yeah,
Good girls. 0 juniors. We got 1 sophomore, Red, and then I have 6 or 7. No,
I don't know.
5, 6,
I was just taking a guess.
6. So I got 6 freshmen. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so that's-
Young team.
So it's a
Young
it's
team.
a
Young
team.
bucks.
Yeah.
Got good expectations for the next few years then.
We're only going to get better. I got to get better, and they got to get better just every day. So, we have a summer under our belt. I truly feel after this year we're just going to continue to grow.
Well, from seeing what you guys did with one summer under your belt, it has been pretty impressive so far. So
That's not just me. We really pushed the weight room.
right.
Coach O said it hadn't had much of a history of the girls going to the weight room. And I still don't know that we were very good at it, but it was better. And that's just going to take, we're just going to have to continue to push it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, watching the girls play this year, they just have a different, like, attitude towards the game. Like, last year, they just go out there, you can tell they made a turnover, they laugh about it and stuff like that. It's just, like, they didn't take it serious last year.
Yeah.
And this year, you can tell they kind of have that serious attitude towards it.
Well, it is just, I think, when someone else cares about it and shows them that they care about them, like I said, you build those relationships and good things will happen.
Oh, yeah.
So where do you think you're, starting here for football for the first time? We got a pretty good program built up. How was it like coming in here and you find your place and where to help, and how was that?
That was probably the most difficult thing.
Yeah.
One, obviously you didn't need anything I had. I mean, you guys, state champion 3 years ago, great team, great kids, great coaches. It was pretty hard for me to find out where I fit in. I got to really thank, Tyler O'Connor, because he let me do some things that, he didn't need my help, but he made me feel welcome and made me feel like I was actually helping. So the hardest thing was, out there I was actually the head football coach, so I was the one blowing the whistle,
Right.
and here I was not the head football coach, and I think that was the biggest thing. But the coaches were great. They brought me in, and I really don't know where I fit in. I just do whatever I can to help.
Right.
So
And you definitely did a good job of stepping in and helping. Like, you saw someone do something, you weren't afraid to run across the field and tell us what how we can get better.
well, sometimes that's a blessing and a curse. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you had really good energy on the
Yeah, I was about to
sidelines,
say
too.
that your energy was huge.
well, that's one thing I don't lack. I like getting involved.
Yeah,
So,
that's one thing that, especially high school football players feed a lot off of is energy, and you definitely brought that in every time we made a big play.
Oh, I like the big plays, baby.
Coach Willems was looking somewhere pointing at you. So
Yeah.
you always knew that was coming.
That was a fun year.
It was extremely fun.
Yep.
Sad that it's done for all three of us.
Yeah.
That's, I'm 49 years old and still lace them up if I could. So you'll never lose it, man.
I've had both sides to it. Of like, at first, it was tough. You lost, you didn't go out on the high note. But then it was like, there's bigger things in life than football. And then I get back to watching film and watching even just NFL games and college games where it's like, one more time. Like, let me get back in that moment one more time. But at the same time, it's like, well, that was my past. It was cool. Now I get to watch it. But
Yeah. Learn from it and get better.
It'll
Yeah.
definitely be cool though to like come back next year and like watch the younger classes before us.
it'll be weird.
Yeah.
Extremely weird.
Yeah.
Being the guys on the sideline.
Yeah, but the biggest thing you can take from it is, those younger guys that you helped mold into the football players that they are.
Watching them out there.
You have to take some pride in that. I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
So, that is one big thing about Eagle football is it's a family.
Yeah.
If you can't tell,
100%.
it is a family.
Yeah, I still talk to, almost probably over 50% of the dudes from my freshman year. Still hang out with a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
I admired it from afar. I knew Coach Hoppus, just from like powerlifting and this and that. But me and Coach O'Connor, we talked back and forth some. So I've admired it from afar. But then when you actually get here and you're involved with Eagle football, it's something pretty special.
Oh yeah, because like he was saying, the seniors our freshman year that he still talks to. 3/4 of them will show up. Like the Axel game that was 2.5 hours away.
They were
saw
there.
A bunch of them there. It's just cool to see that they still come out and.
They were there. Now make sure you remember that and come to support these ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's one thing that we definitely probably take, for granted. Not for granted, but we don't notice. Being us that, coming into high school was, some pretty rough years of our program. And I think in the school in general.
Yeah.
It was a few rough. And then we came into it, like, right as stuff was picking up. And I think one thing that we probably definitely take for granted, because we never have seen, we've seen other schools that maybe have 15 people in the stands or whatnot.
Right. Oh.
But
That's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah.
But to be, I feel like
We've never had to
we've never
experience
had it,
that
which
on our
yeah,
side, which is nice.
which I feel like is something that we probably haven't noticed. Is like you just said, is something special for us. Waking up every morning to rather work out and then going to practice till late. That was just another day.
Yep.
And the games we won and our community behind us, to us, that was another game.
The fan support here,
Is ridiculous.
it's crazy.
It's
How
ridiculous.
cold was that game at Axtell?
Wasn't very warm.
No.
That's for sure.
And the sidelines were
Packed.
packed.
Yeah.
That is just crazy. The fan support here is. And then you got Mr. Jeff Collins comes out and starts barbecuing at 4:30?
It's 24 degrees out. He's out there barbecuing at 4:30 with a bunch of parents. And,
Yeah.
That is a dude. Come on.
but that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
Is no matter what it is, this community is definitely, it backs whatever you got.
It does.
Oh yeah.
No matter
I
what,
mean-
even if you can go anywhere and ask for a donation for anything. And,
Yeah.
We did that.
A ton of money here.
I don't remember what game that was. We did that 50-50 raffle. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, like
And
Hanover or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And we had one lady, doesn't even have a kid on a girls' basketball team, wrote us a check, said donation.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And that's we did one for robotics, and half the people were like, man, because it was 50-50, so it gets split with whoever wins, and most of the people were like, man, if I would have known, they said we would have just gave you straight up the donation.
Just gave you money.
They said
Yeah.
we didn't. She goes, if we could have gave 100% of our money to you, we would have.
Right.
So half the people weren't even in it to win half the money back.
Yeah,
they were in
wanna
it to
be
give.
nice.
Support you.
And yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing around here, and I've talked about it on like most of these podcasts on how amazing this place is, but
Exactly.
Or like our jersey auction for high school football. What we have
That's-
6 jerseys.
Yeah,
over
that one gets
$500.
pretty nuts.
that gets right.
That's ridiculous, guys. I'm gonna tell you, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, because you wear the jersey for what? I mean, usually our homecoming games a half of a game.
Yeah.
So
That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
And I tell you
Jersey
what,
auction.
you should have been here. What was that? 2021, where we had the first lift-a-thon.
Oh, yeah.
Or was that
What was that?
19?
No, 2020.
I think we
maybe.
raised
We were going into our
Yeah, sophomore.
sophomore year.
because we raised what
2020.
25.
It was like 25 G's or something crazy.
Yeah.
It was stupid
It was
crazy.
That's why you have one of the nicest weight rooms
ridiculous.
around.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean,
What did we raise this year? Like 10?
10 grand?
10
Yeah.
or 11, so
it's
10
all
to
thanks to the
15, I mean.
community. I mean,
35 G's roughly.
Plus 10 G's
Just
every
weight
jersey
room
auction.
stuff and yeah. It's a lot of money.
When the
It's a lot of
community
dough.
sees that it goes to help the kids,
They jump on it.
they
yeah.
jump on it.
And it's, it's amazing. And, I don't think you can find it anywhere else than,
No, it's
well, I'm sure you can, but
Yeah, you probably
it's pretty
could, but
special
Not at
here.
a small school.
for like a
this.
small school that we have 97 kids in our high school, and you have. I mean, I don't know if the people watching this have seen our weight room. Our weight room is just.
it'll
very
be
nice.
half of the 3, 4, 5As in the
It's
state
pretty nice.
Oh,
for
yeah.
what we got.
It's very
And,
nice.
it's just incredible.
Yeah, and Coach O'Connor throwing his iPads in there, and he knows what he's doing.
He's got it down to a science, which makes us what we are. That man, talk about gives the community and the
Yep.
kids. The O'Connors are amazing at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach O'Connor, Tyler, he's been here for what?
9
Almost-
years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up on 10.
Almost a decade.
almost 10 years, and even through the rough of the school, he never looked away from us and wrote it out. And
Yeah, he was here during the real bad
they're
times. where
real bad.
Yeah.
To where we were,
Where
we
they'd
had
have to
6
forfeit
kids.
a game or
had
something.
Forfeited a
kids,
few
yeah.
football games, and he stuck through it, and now he's one of the most known and best defensive coaches in the state.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, Hobbs gets a lot of credit and stuff, but O'Connor, when Hobbs gave him the reins to the weight room, it's crazy the change for that from the past weight room coach to O'Connor. I mean, the attendance, how much the weights went up. It's
Well,
crazy.
I think every year we've been to state powerlifting. We've
Place
what are the
top three.
Yeah, like second and third, I guess probably. But
We just got some dudes, some dogs.
There's a couple of you.
Yeah.
something,
Come on.
something
Just a
light,
few. Me and
something
Garrett,
light.
Swizz is almost
Swizz is a pump.
Almost. As long as I don't break a bone every
He'll
year.
grow into it one year.
Yeah. One day he'll grow into that beard.
Come on.
Come on.
One day.
Come on.
No, it's been awesome, and not even just O'Connor. All the coaches give a
all the
lot of
coaches
effort.
care about the athletes, the students, the kids,
They
everything.
they care more about the game than we do most of the time, and it's incredible. Couldn't ask for more.
Broke it.
What are you boys doing?
Preston
Sword
broke
fighting
it.
over there?
Stick it.
Thank you again for coming on and
I really do
talking to
appreciate
us
you
a little
having me.
bit.
Hey, thanks for having me today, too, guys.
You know, Gary, anytime.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks.
And,
Anytime I can
thanks.
be on here with the great Garrett Maltby.
I don't know about that.
Had a hard time right after you did Coach Mr. Vincent. Why'd you have him on before me?
Yeah, he right away, as soon as we released it, he hopped on me it was like at practice some days. I'm running a drill, I'm dying, I'm having a heat stroke, dang there, and he walks up and goes, "What's up?" I said, "What are you talking about?" And he goes,
Like what you need,
he goes, "So you're gonna have him on here, but not me?" He goes, I'm new. What about me?" I said, "All right." I said,
You act like he's the principal or something.
I said, "Let me talk to somebody. We'll get you on."
He's
So-
got,
so here we
you got
are.
next. You got next game.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
yeah, thank you again, and have a great day. Everyone watching, subscribe, like, comment.